What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's good, what's good, what's good? Back with some more content from the Larry Bird universe, submitted to us by none other than the great supporter of this channel, Dutch T. Much love to your girl, much love. Got another collection of Larry Bird videos that Dutch T submitted for us to compile into a video about Larry Bird's trophies and memorabilia. All right? Dutch T says, Larry has quietly supported many charities, but it seems as though Larry has allowed his memorabilia to help tourism in his hometown of French Lick, and will soon be helping his college town, Terre Haute. Start with the first 25 seconds of the Chick Hearn interview in which Larry explains what he does with his trophies. Next are two videos about the 33 Brick Street Cafe in French Lick that show where many of Larry's trophies and memorabilia have been on display. Some of the information is the same in the two videos, but each has something different than the other. The final two videos are about the Larry Bird Museum, scheduled to open in the Terre Haute Convention Center. Larry has personally donated basketballs and memorabilia that are being cleaned and refurbished. The Terre Haute location will be better equipped to preserve the items, and its location is more accessible to visitors. All right, excited to check this out. Let's see what all this is about. Salute to that girl, Dutch T, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Let's get into it.
Actually, after winning the World Championship, after being the MVP of the playoffs, MVP of the league, what an honor that is, MVP of the league.
It sure is. You know, after going through a tough season like you do, then at the end you start bringing in awards. It's really a great feeling because you know you accomplished something.
Yeah. Do you have a trophy case somewhere that you keep some of the things you cherish most?
Well, I got some at home and some at my grandma's house, some at my friend's house, some at my house. So I sort of just spread them out and everybody gets to see them.
Grandma's back in French Lick?
Yeah, she's back here and doing pretty good.
Did you go home this summer?
Yeah, I went back. Well, it really was.
Yeah, it sounds like Larry Bird has spread those trophies out it probably gets to the point where, you know, after some time, you're like, who did I give that trophy to? Where's that trophy at? Where's that award at? It's at somebody's house. I don't even quite remember. I tell you right now, if it was me, I'm a little bit more selfish. I like to have like my trophies and everything just like on display, like back when I used to play sports. Our little cheap trophies that we got for winning, you know, playing county basketball and whatever, you know, stuff like that, and other things I was involved in. Is there something? I got something in my beard. What is that? What is that? Is that a piece of a pretzel? That is a piece of a pretzel. Golly. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. When I used to play sports, I was like, I like to put my trophies on display on my little desk and be like, nostalgia, baby, nostalgia. I might give a couple of things to my parents if they want to hang up or put on display, but that's it. Ain't nobody else getting any of my trophies. So, Larry, you're a better guy than I am. You saw what happened with Kobe. Kobe gave his parents stuff. And his mom out here auctioned off, like, his awards and trophies and stuff. I don't remember exactly what the awards were, the accolades were, the equipment was. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, Kobe's mom auctioned his stuff off, and I understand him and his parents had a rift in their relationship, but this is your son's like whatever MVP trophy, championship trophy, whatever. You want to auction it off? Really? When I heard that, I was like, wow, unbelievable. I think Kobe was able to get that stuff back after it got auctioned off and he had to go buy it, I think. But
Well, 70 miles from Jasonville, we head to French Lick, to where Larry Bird grew up. It's hard to believe it's been 42 years since Larry Bird led the undefeated Indiana State Sycamores to the NCAA championship to face Magic Johnson and Michigan State. Bird may have lost that game to Sparty, but he would go on to become one of the greatest players of all time with the Boston Celtics. And several decades later, Larry Legend's on-court success still fuels small business in his tiny hometown. French Lick is known best for one name. A
I travel extensively for work, and when I'm talking about the French Lick Resort or this destination, I always get, oh, home to Larry Bird. So that immediately lets people know where we're at and what our trademark kind of is.
Even though it's been almost 50 years since Bird graduated from Springs Valley High School, the Hick from French Lick is still a major player in generating dollars for small business in his hometown.
He has allowed a different kind of tourism. At 33 Brick Street, you can actually get hands-on with a lot of his memorabilia.
33 Brick Street is the brainchild of Tracy Tucker and Danny Weichert, both born and raised in French Lick.
Danny's dad was actually the superintendent of the school here, so that's how they all know Larry.
Yes, that Larry.
They wanted to do something for the area, you know, fun related, sports theme. You know, the area had nothing like this. They had approached Larry with some plans and said, you know, they were just looking for something unique to put in here, just 1 or 2 items. Well, when they got to Larry's, it wasn't displayed. It was in a barn. You know, he was like, take all of this.
The essence of greatness is literally still on this jacket. Larry Bird's original '92 Dream Team warm-up.
His shoes and jacket and everything was still in the duffel bag from the Olympics when it was brought here. Had never been removed.
He called himself the Hick from French Lick, and here in French Lick at 33 Brick Street, you can literally touch history. This is Larry Bird's MVP trophy from the 85-86 season.
This is all his college and NBA tourney championship trophies, all originals.
Just as authentic as the memorabilia is 33 Brick Street's food.
We specialize in tenderloins, our homemade Indiana pork tenderloin, of course, that we hand bread here in house. Our steaks and burgers are all 100% certified Angus beef. Our fish and chips is a very good hand-breaded fish that is really popular throughout the area. A lot of nice items on our menu.
And if you still don't have your Larry fix after a stop at 33 Brick Street, why not spend the night at the 12-time All-Star's first house he built after entering the NBA? The Legend of French Lick Resort is like an 80s time capsule filled with most of Bird's original appliances and even furniture. You can rent the entire 20-acre property that includes
an outdoor pool, there's basketball court, tennis courts. It's a huge house, there's a lot of space. We have 6 large suites. Every one of them have their own personal bathroom. One of them even has their own kitchen.
The owner's suite, Larry Bird's former master bedroom, and maybe just as intriguing, the celebrity suite, rumored to be built just for Magic Johnson when he was in town. And some may argue this is the court that changed the face of the NBA when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson cemented their lifelong bond shooting a Converse commercial in the 80s.
When they made a pair of Magic shoes for this year's MVP. Okay, Magic, show me what you got.
It's also famous for this clip.
I don't know, son. I don't think you're ever going to make it.
Can't run, can't jump, bad back, pathetic.
People come from all over. We've had people from Australia come just to try on the jacket. You know, I think we do get a lot of business for Larry Bird, yes.
Bird wins it at the buzzer.
That was the very first house Larry Bird built after his rookie season, and you can stay there for just $1,000 a night. Pretty great deal, if you ask.
Ever wonder what goes through the mind of...
First of all, when she put that damn Dream Team jacket on, I'm like, girl, if you don't take that jacket off, no one wears that jacket. That should stay up on display behind the glass. But that's crazy. They said people could just come and be like, hey, I don't know if they charge them, but hey, can I wear Larry Bird's Dream Team warm-up jacket? Well, okay, damn. I think when I go back to the USA to visit my family next time, guess who's going to 33 Brick Street? Me. I'm going to have me a good old Angus burger, some of that pork loin, whatever she was talking about, some steak. That all look good on the grill. I'm putting that on my list. When I go back to the States, I'm going to make a special trip. I'm going to record it. I'm going to record it all. Don't worry about it. Get my GoPro set up, bring out my camera. I'm going to record it all, make a video about it. I'm going to 33 Brick Street, okay? And then, so I was wondering, they talking, I was like, well, did she say she could rent that house out? How much? I was waiting to see if they put a price up. Sure enough, $1,000 a night. Ooh, I think I might have to take her up on that offer. I might have to go in there with my video camera, lay out on Magic Johnson's suite, take the master bedroom by Larry, relax on that sofa. I might have to go with my cameras and check it out, scope it out, and then, you know, post it, make a video about it. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. I might even have to set up the laptop and do a live stream from directly in the room or something. That's crazy, bro. Unbelievable. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, $4,000 a night? I don't know. I mean, $1,000 is a lot of money for one night, but I mean, that's something I could say that not many people have done. Is that was in Larry Bird's house that he bought a long time ago. So what she say, after his rookie year? And then to go out and shoot hoops where that commercial was filmed? Oh, hell yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm reserving that room. Absolutely. All right. That was damn cool. That was a pretty lady, by the way. Next one.
Good entertainment is sponsored by Visit French Lick and West Baden.
This Saturday, a sold-out crowd will welcome back the 1979 ISU men's basketball team to the Holman Center. 40 years ago, Terre Haute was electric when Larry Bird helped lead the Sycamores to the NCAA championship game against Michigan State and Magic Johnson. ISU lost that game, but the memories from the season of a team that went 33-1 are etched in both the history books and the memories of many. In French Lick, where Larry Bird was born and raised, you'll find many historic markers, places where memorabilia to the great basketball players stand. And one spot is in the heart of the city. It's a restaurant and a shrine to number 33. Nestled in downtown French Lick, you'll find a restaurant that is dedicated to Indiana basketball great Larry Bird. Its name, 33 Brick Street.
We have a great staff. We have really, really good food and just a great atmosphere.
Tracy Tucker is one of the owners. He's a French Lick native and an ISU alumnus.
I grew up here in French Lick and, of course, been a big, huge Larry Bird fan. He had such an impact on the game of basketball, had such an impact on the community of French Lick and Terre Haute as well. So, yeah, just all the stuff that goes along with that, just, you know, he just made a huge impact and has meant a lot to a lot of people.
And a lot of those people get excited to visit 33 Brick Street when they learn about the memorabilia inside.
Larry, you know, lent us a lot of his awards to display in the restaurant, which is really nice, you know, for French Lick itself. We have his regular season MVP trophies, his NBA championship MVP trophies, his Naismith Award when he was at Indiana State. We also have some of his most valuable player at Indiana State. And some of his personal stuff that we have is like his jacket that he wore in the '92 Olympics. So that's a big hit. We do let people try that on, and just a great collection of items.
You heard right. People love to try that Olympic jacket on, and trust me, it gives perspective to what it means to be 6 feet 9 inches tall.
The jacket's a big thing, easily accessible. You know, the trophies are locked up, so we will get the trophies out every once in a while and let people take a picture of that, and then, you know, of course, you know, they just absolutely love it. We get people from all over the country, actually, that come here to experience that. It's kind of cool when they get the jacket on and then they post it on Facebook. It's a kind of a feel-good thing where, you know, you get a lot of people commenting on that, and you just realize how special he is to a lot of people throughout the world.
Now, be sure and bring your appetite with your cell phone or camera. The food is delicious.
We serve American-style food, local beers on tap. We actually have you know, our bar area is separated from our dining room, and then we have our outdoor patio that's 4 seasons. Live entertainment periodically.
If you want to experience another part of Indiana while dining, try the tenderloin.
We hand bread our tenderloins. As far as sandwiches is obviously our #1 seller. We're part of the Indiana Foodways Alliance Food Trail. And then fish and chips on Friday, we do a 1-pound fish special. And just consistent good reviews on those items.
Good.
The food is fantastic. I've been there several times, And if you ever go to French Lick, just head to 480 South Maple Street. The hours of operation are there on the screen. As you can see, they are open 7 days a week, just various times. You can always visit 33brickstreet.com. The website is great. If you're going to be in French Lick and you're looking for a private party, they have a great area. You can do that. If it's the summer or the spring outside, they have a wonderful outdoor area. And the menu truly does have something for everyone. 33 Brick Street. Pay a visit. And again, Larry Bird fans, I'm telling you, you will love it.
On God, the next time I go back to the States to visit my family, I am doing a trip there. No question about it. I'll be there. I'm going to film it. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to share the experience with everybody. It's on my bucket list officially. That's cool. So I want to eat at this restaurant. Man, that food look damn good. That food look damn good, man. Them potatoes, that fish, I'm going to make sure I finish my diet, get the body I want, and when I go out there, I'm stuffing my face with that whole menu. 33 Brick Street, baby. All right, next video.
Well, Indiana basketball great Larry Bird will be forever synonymous with Indiana State University and Terre Haute, but that legacy is soon to be further strengthened. Bill Benner has more on this week's Inside Indiana Sports. Bill.
Well, thanks, Gary. Bird's rise from small-town hick from French Lick to the Larry legend of Boston Celtics lore took hold during his career with the Sycamores, cultivating in their trip to the 1979 NCAA championship game. And now Bird's career will be forever on display in the new Larry Bird Museum, which will be part of the new Terre Haute Convention Center. And joining us today to discuss this exciting attraction is the Terre Haute Mayor, Duke Bennett. Duke, welcome to the show. Thanks for making the drive over.
Great to be here.
Governor Holcomb was over for the announcement last month. How did this all come about?
Well, you know, we've been talking about a convention center for quite some time, probably about 3 years. And so as that became a reality, we thought a couple things. One is Greg Gibson, local guy in Terre Haute, and his father Max really helped get Larry when he came to Terre Haute, when he first came to Indiana State University. But they've been storing a lot of his memorabilia over the years there in Terre Haute. So as we were developing this convention center concept, we thought, could there be room to create a Larry Bird museum of all that memorabilia instead of it staying in storage where nobody can see it? Let the public come and see all of his stuff, because he has a lot of memorabilia. So that really, I give Greg Gibson all the credit to that, to convince Larry that was a good thing to do, and now it's turning into a reality.
I can only imagine this. What a tremendous attraction this will be, not just for the people of Terre Haute who still remember Larry as that great Sycamore, but for people from across the country, around the world, who recognize Larry Bird. You
wouldn't believe how many people come to get their picture taken with his statue in front of Holman Center. But when I travel around and tell people, you know, where are you from? You say Terre Haute, and one of the first things, I would bet 9 out of 10 times they'll say, oh, Larry Bird played basketball at Indiana State. He is just such a renowned figure for all of us here in Indiana, but especially Terre Haute. And this is just going to be something that not only locals and people in West Central Indiana, I would suspect they'll come from all over.
And part of a larger strategy, the convention center that's going to be constructed, and you're actually will have a sort of a museum district that this will be a centerpiece.
Yeah, there'll be 9 museums within walking distance of the convention center, including this one. And Children's Museum is right across the street. We've got a Holocaust Museum coming downtown. It's in a different location now, but it's moving. It's really kind of an amazing thing that's transpired over the last 10 to 12 years of creating those quality of life destinations in downtown Terre Haute.
And Mayor, I can only imagine, again, Larry's career, not just high school, college, pro, Olympics. I mean, he has touched the Indiana game in so many incredible ways. This will have to be it'll be a fantastic display, I have to.
It will. You know, when you start talking about all those things from high school all the way through, he has a lot of items to be displayed, but a lot of things that we're all proud of too, you know, and keeping them in storage, I think, is just not, you know, none of us, we'd love to see it. And so I think that's really where that idea came from, was let's create a destination and celebrate the achievements of Larry Bird.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Construction starts next spring, so I can't wait to see the finished product. Mayor Duke Bennett, the 3rd longest tenured mayor in Terre Haute history, 200 years. That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, thanks.
Gary, back to you.
So that video was from about 5 years ago. I know that the opening has faced some delays, and there's just been delays in the construction. I don't know the exact details of it all. And I think it was originally supposed to open in like fall of the year 2022. But I do not think, and don't quote me on this, it's currently February 2024, the first week of February. You'll probably be seeing this video much later because I'll be posting it much later. But I think it's supposed to open sometime 2024 if it hasn't opened already in January. But I think it's being close to being ready for the public. So if it hasn't opened yet, it'll be sometime this year in 2024. Because I think originally it was looking like late 2023, but here we are. I think so. But if it has been opened already and anybody has checked it out, please let me know in the comment section what you think about it. What I've seen so far, it looks beautiful in the sketch design there. And I even liked how obviously it's going to be primarily Larry Bird stuff and, you know, probably some, you know, Red Auerbach stuff in there. And, you know, some of his teammates, DJ, Mikhail, them boys, Danny Ainge. You probably have small little things for them. But I also like that I saw that they had that mural up that also had Magic Johnson. Obviously, those guys are intertwined for obvious reasons, going all the way back to college. And their dominance of a decade in the NBA in the 80s. And then Michael Jordan, who those guys, Larry, Magic, Michael, I consider the holy trinity of basketball. The Triforce of basketball are those three, and I liked how they kind of put their three pictures up there on that mural. I thought that was a cool addition to the museum. But sweet, next video.
It's been a little over 6 months since the grand opening of the Terre Haute Convention Center. Officials with the facility are looking to increase tourism around downtown, and they have big hopes for 2023, which will be the first full year of operation. Will Price joins us with that information, and he has a look at an updated timeline for the Larry Bird Museum. Will.
When the convention center opened, they hoped that the Larry Bird Museum would follow and open up about 12 months later to the public.
This guy's an intern. This kid looked like he just graduated high school yesterday.
While construction delays have caused them to adjust that timeline, the convention center still has big plans for a bigger and better year in 2023. Coming soon. Those words have been plastered on the Terre Haute Convention Center since it opened, in reference to the Larry Bird Museum. However, committee chair for the museum, Terry Conley, says it will be a longer wait until the museum opens its doors.
We had originally hoped to be, in the middle of the year. That's not going to be realistic. The fabrication and installation, those companies will need time to put together, one, the drawings, and two, to actually get materials in.
Conley says electrical and lighting work should finish by the end of the year. And at that time, the Vigo County Capital Improvement Board will work to get a better idea of when the grand opening will be.
And it very likely would be 9 months to 12 months. So, yes, end of 2023 is hopeful, but again, not firm.
Still, the convention center is gearing up for a bigger year. Tennille Warner, the general manager at the convention center, says they have $250,000 in definite business for next year right now. They also will have 5 conventions or multi-day events lined up, compared to just 1 this year. And Conley says the hope for the museum is it helps complement the convention center as it continues to grow downtown.
It will be an enhancement to the convention center is what it is.
Conley says it won't be until they receive requests for proposals or RFPs back from companies that they will have a definite timeline in mind. She says that should come before the end of the year. Mike?
All right, thanks a lot, Will.
Looks like I'll be visiting the museum as well in Terre Haute.
Vigo County Capital Improvement Board updated some things about the convention center and the Larry Bird Museum. Tennille Warner is the general manager of the convention center. Now, during the meeting, she said they hosted 17 events in the month of April. She also says the parking garage had its most revenue so far at about $4,700. Warner says that they already have 29 proposals out for potential events for for 2024. Now, as far as the Larry Bird Museum, the tentative opening date still at the end of the year, but it could be delayed again due to gaining media rights for the audiovisual exhibit there at the museum. A survey went out today for the audiovisual exhibits. The findings will be presented to the board at the next meeting.
All this just reminds me of work, like when we're trying to get things established at work. It's just like it should be as simple as, oh, got it in, let's put it in, let's install, let's get it going. But there's always all this legwork and paperwork and approval processes that have to happen. And you need this, you need that, and something that could just get the right person to sign off on it, and we're good to go to work, do our job. We have the piece. Now it's like a 6-month process of BS. I don't know if that's the best direct analogy of this, but I get how this stuff happens. It's like it's one thing after another, after another, after another. It's a whole process and multiple people involved and multiple people's approvals, and there can be a lot of loopholes and hurdles making your way to the finish line for a project like this. Completely understandable. But yeah, my vacation at Terre Haute is gonna be a damn good one. I promise you that. It's gonna be a damn good one. I'll be there. If anybody's from Terre Haute, it's gonna be out there. When I come through, we can meet up at the restaurant. We can meet up at 33, baby. Have lunch together. Why not? Hell, I might throw a party in Larry Bird's house. I'm gonna need security though. Never know who I'm inviting in. Tell Larry to come down too. Hang out with me. Crack some beers open. I'll be there. I'm probably not gonna go back to the States this year since my family's coming up to visit me. So I told them if they come up to Japan, I'm probably not gonna go back to the States. So if anything, 2025. Unless something happens where I have to go back to the States unexpectedly, God forbid, something would happen where I'd have to go back. It'll be 2025. I'll be in Terre Haute. I'll be stuffing my face every day at the restaurant. I'll be checking out the museum, and I'll be staying at Larry Bird's place for at least one night. Promise you that. Thank you, Dutch T. This was good information. This was good to look into, and you got me hyped for a whole ass vacation. What? Never thought I'd be going to Indiana for anything. But, hey. Things can take you places in life. Scenarios, situations can take you places in life, I suppose. Appreciate you all for stepping in. Check out our Larry Bird playlist. Salute to Larry Legend. Salute to the Bird Gang. And I catch y'all on the next one. Larry Bird, the greatest small forward in the history of the NBA. Sorry, LeBron James. I catch y'all on the next one. We out, baby.